Fight can't go to waste. We will have a world title fight at 135 pounds. Josh Padley is 15-0 with 4 knockouts, coming off the biggest win of his career, a huge up.
With fight night approaching, the boxing world is buzzing about Shakur Stevenson's upcoming bout against late replacement Josh Padley. What was originally expected to be a high-stakes showdown for Stevenson has now turned into a fight that many see as a routine victory. However, opinions differ on just how this will play out.
Champ! Spin that work, champ! Take y'all!
Keyshawn Davis, one of Stevenson's closest friends in boxing and a fellow Olympian, sees no surprises coming. If anything, he's been annoyed at the idea that this fight is even being debated. In his eyes, Stevenson is already leagues above most lightweights, and Padley simply isn't a real challenge. People think this is just a last-minute fight for Shakur, but trust me, this is another chance for him to showcase how levels exist in this sport, Davis said, brushing off any talk of Padley causing problems.
Defending champion Shakur Stevenson. This Saturday in a scheduled 12-round contest, it will be for the WBC lightweight.
Stevenson has always been known for his ability to control range and shut down opponents before they can even start executing their game plan. That's exactly what Davis expects to happen here. He referenced how Stevenson made Edwin de los Santos hesitant for 12 rounds, reducing a dangerous puncher into a cautious counterpuncher. He expects Padley to fall into the same trap. Shakur is going to make this look like a sparring session, he said confidently. Teofimo Lopez, who has been vocal about not wanting to fight Stevenson anytime soon, had a different take. That being said, he doesn't see Padley as the guy to beat him either. But Lopez has never been a fan of dismissing underdogs. If anyone who knows what it's like to be written off before a fight, it's him. When he faced Vasyl Lomachenko, few gave him a real chance, yet he shocked the world. He doesn't think Padley is a Lomachenko, not even close. But he also knows that when the stakes are this low for one guy and sky high for the other, strange things can happen in the ring.
Teofimo Lopez, another easy fight. The problem with him is he's too delusional to go in the gym and fix his mistakes. So I can't say it all. Like I said, I'm gonna make that.
Shakur is elite, no doubt, but I've seen upsets happen with my own eyes, Lopez said. He believes the key to Padley's success, if there is any to be found, is in throwing caution to the wind. All I'm saying is, if Padley comes in fearless and lets his hands go, we might see a real fight. If you think upsets don't happen, you ain't been watching boxing long enough. Devin Haney, Stevenson's longtime rival, sees this as an easy win, but not the kind of win that will excite fans. Haney, who has been in talks to fight Stevenson multiple times but never finalized a deal, has always emphasized that fights like these don't bring out the best in defensive-minded boxers. He believes Stevenson will coast to an easy victory, breaking Padley down over the course of 12 rounds, but he's not expecting fireworks. Shakur isn't the type to rush to finish. He's too calculated for that. He'll use his footwork, his counterpunching, and his defensive IQ to neutralize Padley. It won't be explosive, but it'll be dominant. Haney, who has been criticized for his own lack of knockout power, sees Stevenson playing it safe rather than taking risks to secure a statement win. Padley might try to make it rough, but that only works if the other guy allows it. Shakur controls the pace too well for that. Expect a clean, clinical performance, unanimous decision. Easy.
At the end and fight, so he hasn't fought anybody I really know that's notable. So Shakur probably still won't stop this guy. We probably still gonna see a boring fight, two guys who can't punch. So, get Austin, let the hood down.
Jose Rayo Valenzuela has a slightly different concern. While he isn't outright predicting an upset, he is cautioning against taking Padley lightly. Fighters who step in last minute often have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and sometimes that makes them more dangerous than an opponent who has been studying film and preparing for months. I don't care who you are if you're not locked in 100%. A hungry fighter can make your night hell, Valenzuela said, pointing out how unexpected upsets have happened before under similar circumstances. He recalled how late replacements have ruined top fighters' nights in the past. And he believes Padley has the kind of nothing-to-lose mindset that could force Stevenson to work harder than expected. Shakur should win, yeah, but if Padley starts throwing wild and unorthodox moves, we might see him force some uncomfortable moments. Shakur's got to stay sharp.
Ring and be like, oh, I think I could beat him because he got out the ring and said I was the greatest fighter he got in the ring with. That was his exact words. He DM'd me, said, bro, you better than everybody I ever seen, this, that, and the third. So he remembered how that sparring went. He remembered what happened.
Floyd Schofield sees it much more plainly. There's no replacement for a full training camp, and Stevenson has that advantage. Fighters at Stevenson's level don't lose fights like these because preparation is everything in boxing. Schofield, who has been rising through the lightweight division and has called out fighters like Ryan Garcia, believes that Padley's lack of a full camp is the only thing that really needs to be considered here. There's a reason why top fighters get 8, 10, 12 weeks to prepare, Schofield said. Padley stepping in late means he hasn't had that time to sharpen up, to game plan, to get his body right for 12 rounds. At this level, that's going to show real quick. He dismissed the idea that raw aggression could make up for a lack of preparation. You can want it as bad as you want, but that don't mean nothing when you're in there with a world-class fighter who's been locked in for months. Shakur is too polished, it's going to be one-sided.
Especially when Shakur said last week that Schofield was gonna pull out. Shakur said a month ago during the press conference he wouldn't be shocked if Floyd pulled out. And then just breaking, the Ring magazine is reporting
Ryan Garcia, who has had plenty to say about Stevenson in the past, took a different angle. He isn't focusing on skill or power, but rather on the psychological aspect of the fight. He believes that the pressure on Stevenson could play a bigger role than most expect. This is supposed to be an easy fight for Shakur, right? That's exactly what makes it dangerous, Garcia pointed out. He knows what it's like to deal with expectations, and he believes that sometimes the hardest fights aren't against the best opponents, but against the ones people expect you to walk through. When the whole world expects you to dominate, that's its own kind of pressure. What if Padley doesn't fold? What if he starts making it an ugly fight? Garcia isn't predicting an upset, but he is suggesting that the fight might not be as clean as people think.
Regular fight fans, they have no clue who the hell Josh Padley is, and the fact that he beat Mark Chamberlain, they're not gonna care at all. That means absolutely nothing to them. But this is the new.
With all these opinions, one thing is clear. Everyone expects Stevenson to win, but how he does it remains up for debate. Some believe he'll cruise to an easy decision, others see an early stoppage, and a few are warning that Padley's hunger, it might cause some unexpected moments. What's certain is that fight night will tell the real story. Will Stevenson showcase another flawless performance? Or will the unpredictable nature of boxing once again remind us why fights aren't won? On paper, whatever happens, the boxing world will be watching closely. Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more.